It's spring, and that means it's Donko flower season. What? Never heard of Donko flowers? Well, I hadn't either until I started a very specific type of project on my property. No, a Donko flower is not some type of a delicate blossom on a flower. It's in fact a very prized type of shiitake mushroom. They're kind of an unusual looking shiitake mushroom that's not opened up completely. They have kind of a cracked dome on them. And they're kind of a big deal in both the world of mushrooms and in the culinary world. Hi, I'm Laith. Welcome to Wineberry Hill. And let's take a closer look. Despite the poetic name, a Donko flower is in fact simply a shiitake mushroom that has been harvested early in cold weather. Donko flower in Japanese essentially means a thick-skinned shiitake mushroom that has been harvested before the cap has fully opened. And the name Donko flower? Well, sometimes the cracks on the top of this mushroom look like the petals of a flower. Some of you are probably wondering, yeah, but how do you know they're safe? How do you know those are in fact Donko flower shiitake mushrooms? Well, the short and long answer is I inoculated all of these logs a few years ago. And so I had a similar reaction when I first noticed them coming out of my logs. I was like, wait, these are supposed to be shiitake mushrooms. These do not look like shiitake mushrooms. And upon further inspection, I discovered the Donko flower. And so I thought, uh-oh, something else had contaminated these logs. No, in fact, this is a great thing to have happen. Now, if you would like to learn more about specifically inoculating logs for the types of mushrooms that grow in logs, I made a separate video all about that, and I'll leave a link in the description. All right, let's talk about identifying them. You'll know Donko when you see it. They're rounded, dome-shaped cap with deep cracks on them, and it's kind of an earthy brown color. It's chunkier than the standard shiitake mushroom, and honestly, I think it's a lot more interesting. An interesting detail is these cracks in the Donko flower shiitake. It's something that is caused by the shiitakes that grow slowly in colder weather. That stress triggers this cracking, and the cracking means that there is a much more dense texture and a more concentrated flavor. Donko shiitake has enough flavor to carry a dish, so when I'm preparing it, I keep it simple. A little garlic, a little soy sauce, and a nice amount of butter. This dish really carries the umami. Now you might wonder, well, what's the difference between Donko and regular shiitake? And it's sort of like the difference between a burger and a steak. Same species, but a totally different experience. So whether you're growing your own mushrooms, you're foraging, or you're curious about something that you discover at your local farmer's market, keep your eye out for the Donko flower. It might look strange, but it is gourmet to the core. And like I mentioned, if you're interested in other aspects of making this happen on your own property and the videos that I've made about that, I'll leave links in the description of this video. And you know what that means? It's domed, cracked, domed. They're kind of a strange cracked, domed. And I'll talk about more that. I'll talk more about that in a minute. As soon as I get my brain to work. I was still getting started with my shiitake inoculation experience, and that's just a weird thing to say. I'm gonna try that line again. And a nice amount of butter. Donko Shiitake have enough flavor to Gary, good old Gary. Donko Shiitake, because Donko Shiitake. I'll leave the description in the link. I'll leave the link in the description below. Words are hard. If you'd like to show support for this channel, maybe you could buy me a cup of coffee. The link is on my channel page. Thank you. And if you like this video, you might like these.